Toss it over to Ashley here in just a second, but we do have Nate now onshore. It is a tropical storm, and we're not necessarily having to deal with winds in excess of 74 miles per hour. But a quick look at the satellite view, you'll see that the storm is quickly making its way through South and West Alabama. And the center of the storm is actually north of Mobile now. Sustained winds at 70 miles per hour, and this storm is screaming to the northeast at 23 miles per hour. And at this point, we'll see it pass through the Birmingham metro area roughly from 10 to 2 o'clock. And it looks like most of us across the southeast will have to deal with this, especially here in our viewing area, as the storm continues to track out of Alabama later today. And a quick look at the radar shows that the actual center of the storm is just now into Clark and Washington County. Heaviest rain bands are still across south central Alabama, but they're starting to move up the I-65 corridor, and we will start to see some of the rainfall totals add up. And more on that, let's toss it over to Ashley again. Ashley.
Thanks, Mark. Here's what we're looking at. The last 24 hours, the heaviest rainfall has really been confined south of Interstate 20 and west of 65. So anywhere from, say, Alabaster, points west, down towards the Mobile Bay, upwards of almost 3 inches. In some places reporting almost 4 inches. Now, this is within a 24-hour time range. Elsewhere, just at or under 1 inch. But as we move forward in time, I expect those rainfall totals to really increase well above significant values. I say significant rainfall, anything over that 1 inch mark, most places will hit that. But you'll notice there's really going to be a bullseye for this rain and wet weather, and that's going to be from Perry County all the way up through Shelby County, parts of Birmingham, on up towards Aniana, right along that Interstate 59 corridor, and also Interstate 20 east of Birmingham, and that will continue tracking off towards northeast Alabama. And this is again where we could see upwards of 2 to 3 inches of rain, and outside of that 1 to 2 inches. So we're still going to see a large swath of wet weather all the way through Alexander City, where they expect to see about 2.5 inches of rain. Tuscaloosa just shy of 2 inches possible. And then as you move northwest, rain chances subside, but the rain doesn't necessarily go away. So we'll continue tracking this wet weather. The conditions will actually be deteriorating as the sun comes up and as the morning goes on. To tell us a little bit about those windy conditions right now and how that could be impacting some power outages, Storm Track meteorologist Nate Harrington.
Rainfall and also the very gusty winds, you get the chances for power outages, and that's exactly what we're going to have later on this morning and into the afternoon. Check out some of these forecast wind gusts. By 9 o'clock in the morning, already tropical storm force winds possible down to the south. Folks in Chilton County could see upwards of 40-mile-per-hour wind gusts. And then most of the east side of the viewing area, east of I-65, had the chance to see 35, 40-mile-per-hour winds. And this is around noontime to 1 o'clock. That's when we think the worst of it moves in. By 2 to 3, things start to move off and shift to the east, more around the Alabama-Georgia state line, the strongest winds, and not a whole lot in West Alabama. So that's at least some good news for those folks. And then by dinner time and shortly thereafter, the wind speed should start to subside, especially the gusts should start to get back to right around 20 miles per hour or less. And then Nate moves out. But the power outages are going to be a problem. Already seeing numerous power outages down near Mobile and South Alabama, but as the morning goes on, we'll have that chance to see some of the trees and power lines come down, and with that will come some sporadic power outages. So something else to track for us as we go throughout the morning and into the afternoon with Tropical Storm Nate. Jim, Sherry, back over to you guys.